This is Mr. Martin. This is video example number 2 for section 10.4. We're looking at volume properties. So for the second example, we've got the volume of the sector of a right cylinder. So you notice it's kind of a pie-shaped piece of a cylinder. Is 2,814 meters cubed, and we want to find the radius of the base of the cylinder. So you can see here's my radius over there that we want to find. Alright, so we're going to use some stuff that we've used before with our new volume things. So if we've got a sector of a cylinder, so the volume of a cylinder would normally be, notice I'm leaving a little bit of space here, area of the base, capital B, times capital H, which is the height of the whole cylinder. But I don't have the whole cylinder here. I only have 40 degrees out of 360. So that would be my A out of 360 times the area of, or the volume of the cylinder. So, you know, this concept of A over 360 for the sector, we're still going to be using that, except now we're going to be using it for the volume. Alright, so this becomes A over 360, and then my area of the base, since the base is a sector of a circle, it's coming from a circle, it's going to be pi times r squared, and then times the height of the prism, or the cylinder. Alright, so I've got that the volume is equal to A over 360 times pi r squared times h. And let's start substituting in what we know. I know that the volume is 2,814, so 2,814. And we know that A is going to be the part of the circle we have, so that's 40 degrees, so that's 40 out of 360 times pi r squared, r we have to find, times the height of the whole thing, which is 14. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, since it says find to the nearest meter, I'm going to go ahead and multiply 40 3/60ths times pi times 14. So I get 2,814 is equal to 4.89 r squared. Okay, and then I'm going to divide both sides by 4.89. Divide the left by 4.89. And I get that r squared is 575.46. Alright, then to solve for r, I've got to take the square root of both sides. Remember, when you take the square root and you're solving an equation, this is a simple equation here, you have to have a positive and a negative answer. So we want to the nearest meter. So r would be negative 24 meters, and we don't need that one because we're dealing with a figure. We can't have a radius of negative 24, or 24 meters. And there you have it. Okay, so be careful here. We've got this concept that we've used before just with circles. Now we're applying it to volume. And then remember, whenever you're solving for a variable and you're taking the square root, the algebra tells us we have to have a negative and a positive answer, and then we just cross out the negative. Alright, again, if you have any questions, make sure you write those down and ask me the next time you see me.